your hostess Colette back here with you with another exciting episode of Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, brought to you by MuchGames.ca. Anyway, the last episode, we found Miss Miyazumi, the president of the president of the Acropolis Pharmaceuticals, and we ended up having to do an operation on her, which was a pain in the ass, but we managed to get it done anyway. So we're going to start this, and of course, there's no bar, so it's going to be a dialogue. So, might as well start with this, I suppose. I'll have to go through this as fast as I can, but let's see, in command. Our next story takes us to the new law that was enacted by Congress just hours ago. It was unanimously approved to amend medical legislation in ways never before seen in the U.S., requiring medical institutions to sponsor their doctors to the newly formed Hands of Asclepius, or whatever it is. And command. These measures are undoubtedly in response to the recent acts of medical terrorism, and will allow the HOA to hand-select staff from hospitals to be trained in their facilities. While some parties have voiced concern over the lack of doctors, this could bring it locally. The government and HOA have publicly stated that this will lead to medical advancements. Everything is going to be just as planned. Enter. Excuse me, sir. We received a report from the police. It looks like they've identified Delphi's new leader. Here it is. Let's see here. Hendrik von Reitenu? A blood relative of Adam? Well, isn't that just shocking? This information has been submitted to the UN. I believe we'll hear more as soon as they have a chance to act on it. Alright. But about the request list we sent out for our staff expansion, are the hospitals cooperating? We've already gotten back several responses, and they look favorable. We'll have reached your target numbers in very near future. Of course, in the very near future. I'm glad to hear that. Chief, your meeting with the minister is in 10 minutes. Alright, I'll be down as soon as I'm done getting ready. Have the car up front. Understood. We're ready when you are. Sounds like a kiss up to me. It's finally time to make our offensive.
Well.
An amendment to medical law. This is going to be problematic. Yes, the Hands of Asclepius have already sent us a list of the personnel they're requesting. Please take a look at this. This is worse than I imagined. If they take this many from us, we'll drastically understaffed. We're scrambling to provide solid reasons to cut this loss by about a third of what they requested. Increasing the skills of doctors everywhere will make up for our lack of numbers against guilt. At the same time, this will lessen the burden of doctors who work on non-guilt afflictions. Personally, I see nothing wrong with what Mr. Mercer is advocating here. But I wonder about creating scalpels that are too sharp. You mean the mass production of doctors who can use the healing touch? Even though they can physically give him that kind of power, there aren't many who can truly handle its weight. Amen to that. Angie, did you hear? Reeve from the pharmaceutical division is leaving for HOA. What? I didn't know that. It looks like there's only the beginning. A lot more people are going to be leaving too. People like Dr. Ogata and even Dr. Rogers. That's terrible. This is going to make things really hard on us. Yeah, and lonelier too. What the? What's the matter? Angie, we don't have any saline in stock. What? Are you serious? Oh wow, we're almost entirely out of atropine too. Atropine, great. Jeez, how did this happen? They should have ordered more. Looks like these staffing transitions aren't going well. Well, they should have been more careful. I can't believe this.
Hey.
What's going on in here, Leslie? I could hear you shouting from all the way down the hall. We're just so busy, this could be trouble. And if you have even an hour of free time, you better be helping out too, Dr. Chase. What? Is Cadueus going to be able to function like this? I must admit, I'm getting a little worried about it too. Well, I'm glad this one is done. Oh, Chapter 6, A New Alley. See what's in store for this, shall we? Ha 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 ha. Hopefully this dialogue isn't so long. Let's see. Do we have any more rounds left?
Understood.
No, that was our last patient. Phew, this is even harder than I thought it would be. Even since the HOA took their picks from our staff, we'll all seen a lot more patients. You're right, I wonder if we'll be able to get any new recruits to fill the positions. I don't know, I heard that hospitals everywhere are facing the same shortages, there you go. But if this keeps up, it'll really going to slow us down. Yeah, well, if you think we're being slowed down, you should have seen how angry Victor was. He said PGS research is suffering because Acropolis is prioritizing their HOA projects. It seems like all of Cadueus is having problems coping with this situation. Ah, there you are. Derek, would you mind if I borrowed Angie for a bit? Something wrong, Tyler? What do you need from me?
Hey.
One of my patients has suddenly become unstable and we need to operate immediately. And Leslie is helping Dr. Clarks with another operation, so I don't have an assistant. Are you serious? Angie, can you help? Certainly, Dr. Chase. Let's go. Thanks, Angie. I appreciate it. Things just can't continue like this. Attention, Dr. Stiles. You have a visitor in the waiting room. I wonder who that could be.
Dr. Stiles!
Ah, look who it is! It's Heather Ross! Let's see. The nurse that was taking care of Emilio. Dr. Stiles, it's been a while. Miss Ross, how have you been? Are you feeling okay? Yes, actually, so far there haven't been any signs of latent symptoms either. It's all thanks to the advances in guilt treatment and a wonderful doctor. Great, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. But, about Emilio? I'm sorry about before, I kind of lost it. As a nurse, it was unprofessional of me to criticize you on such a difficult decision. I apologize, Dr. Stiles. I hope you can forgive me.
No.
It was my fault, too. There must have been a better option. I still regret not being able to save Emilio. Dr. Stiles, that's why I've got to make sure I don't make that kind of mistake ever again. This is my way of remembering Emilio and his last wish, to do everything I can to make sure all of my patients pull through. I'm sure that Emilio would be happy to hear you say that. I plan on making some changes in my life too, Doctor. In fact, that's why I'm here today. Oh, I see. How can I help you? I'd like to apply to work here as a nurse. I've already cleared my potential transfer with Elysium. Wow, you're really serious about this? Yes, I felt that I needed a change of pace lately. Coming here would also improve my nursing skills, and seeing how Cadueus is so understaffed. Well, I think it's a great idea. Of course it's a great idea. I'm looking forward to working with everyone, assuming I meet the qualifications.
Let's do our best.
I'll do my best to make Cadueus proud. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Heather. I think he still has a little crush on her. You got quite an impressive resume here. Thank you. I take my professional development very seriously. I'm sure you're well aware, but we're facing a severe shortage of personnel right now. We'd be happy to have someone of your caliber help alleviate our staffing problem. Then I got the job? Well, since you have surgical experience, we'll put you in that department for the time being. We'll evaluate your performance and go from there, though I'm sure there won't be any problems. Thank you very much, Dr. Castle.
Let's do our best.
If you don't mind, I'd like to start getting familiar with the faculty right away. I'm glad it all worked out, Heather. Yes, me too. Excuse me a moment. This is Sydney. What? I see. Yes. Alright, we'll admit him. Derek, we have an inbound emergency patient. It's another case of PGS. He's a 30-year-old male who was once infected with Tritty, the affected area in his stomach. I'm assigning this patient to you, Derek. But Chief Angie's still assisting Dr. Chase in the OR. Well, he just hired a new nurse. We just hired a new nurse, Derek. That's all. That's right. You have the same nursing license as Angie, don't you? Duh. I'll assist you to the best of my ability, Dr. Stiles.
Let's begin the operation.
All right, let's get down to this operating room. Yes, sir. Damage to the stomach, foreign objects detected, extraction required. Stabilizer is unavailable, and there's limited supply of antibiotic gel. So, we all know what that means. Let's see. For brief another, yes. Does it bother you that Miss Thompson isn't the one assisting you today?
No.
No, of course not. Then I'll continue. As Chief Castle mentioned, our patient was infected with the Tritty guilt in the past. Tritty, that's the guilt that hardens organs. Correct. We've located some foreign bodies in his stomach, but we can't confirm that it's guilt. The X-ray shows these objects piercing the stomach wall. Thus, there are two objectives in this operation. Treat the injuries to the stomach, extract the foreign bodies. Alright, first we'll have to find out what these foreign bodies are. Are you ready, Heather? Wait, no! We don't have enough surgical tools! What? We don't have any syringes to inject a stabilizer with. And there's hardly enough antibiotic gel either. What? Damn, how could this happen? I guess we've been so understaffed that no one had time to check the supply. Doctor, maybe we should postpone the operation until... No, we've got to perform the procedure. What? The patient's condition is worsening as we speak. If we don't treat him now, it may be too late. But, Doctor... Don't worry, we can still do this, even with a limited supply. We just have to stay on our toes. It'd have been bad if we found this out in the middle of the operation. Thank you, Heather. Now let's get started. Right away.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay.
Dr. Stiles, let's do our best.
Okay, we can't inject a stabilizer, and this is all we have left of the antibiotic gel. We need to be very careful. Okay. Okay. Once you have a clear view, make incisions where the foreign objects are lodged. Toxicosis is always set in, so don't forget to inject the sedative. Okay. Okay, subsided. Okay.
Yeah.
It's true, but let's see. Have to be mindful. Then we okay. Well, so what we'll do? We'll apply the synthetic membranes and effects. Wait, what if we run out of antibiotic gel? We have no choice. It'll have to suture the wounds, even though it will affect these vitals. Okay. Oh shit. Membrane. Okay.
complete.
Now let's close them up.
Toxicosis has occurred.
Oh, toxicosis. Could there be ones we haven't found yet? I don't see anything on the surface, but let's try looking with the ultrasound. Huh? Great. Let's see. Let's treat the wounds. Indeed, please drain. Okay, so in this case, treat toxicosis. Clear not enough syringe. Okay. Healing touch. Do this all at once. Up. Treatment of wounds is complete. Okay, let's see. Thank goodness, this concludes the treatment. Of course it is.
Please suture the wound. Doctor, please. That was incredible, Dr. Stiles.
Of course it was incredible. I'm an awesome doctor, of course. Senior surgeon. You did a great job in there, Heather. I'd say the operation was a success, thanks to you. Oh, hardly. I'm just honored to be able to assist you, Dr. Stiles. Ha ha ha, now you're embarrassing me. You really know what you're doing, though. I'm sure Chief Castle will have no qualms about making you permanent now, of course. Keep up the great work. I'll try, Doctor.
Dr. Stiles!
Dr. Stiles, what room is the emergency patient in? Oh, Miss Ross, what brings you here? Long time no see, Miss Thompson. Actually, I just got hired. Today is my first day.
Huh?
What? Really? She'll be my assistant when you're helping the other doctors, ain't she? Oh, I see. Miss Thompson, I know I have a lot to learn, but I'll do my best to keep up. Oh, of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. So, welcome. It'll be great to have a nurse of your ability to help us around here. Right, Dr. Stiles? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I might as well go in and see what this thing here is. Start with this episode. Since it's a dialogue. Police Chief, to our knowledge, the current leader of Delphi is Heinrich von Rednu. It's also noteworthy that he is the grandson of the former leader, Austrian-born Erich von Rednu. Von Rednu, sir, Senior, is the man who engineered Guilt, operating under the codename Adam. When Delphi was exposed 3 years ago, Heinrich's alleged participation was unconfirmed, but we know now with certainty that he played a role in the Guild's research from the beginning. Chairman, can you tell us how the change in leadership has affected their ideology? Unfortunately, Heinrich's beliefs are essentially in line with his predecessor. He rejects the very philosophy of medicine, claiming it violates nature's design. Delphi clings to their demented assertions. The mass murder with guilt brings peace to mankind. It's sickening to think that they could believe such ludicrous ideas.
Well...
Yes, they may not have much power as before, but they are certainly still a viable threat. Especially knowing that they are capable of bringing about further evolutions of guilt. I'm Detective Dave Buckley. I'll be presenting the countermeasures we've taken against this so far. We begin coordinating an expansion search across most major cities for potential threats. Our priority has been on high population density areas that are more viable targets for them. We've also cross-examined the evidence obtained from our prior raids with the confessions of suspects. These intel have confirmed several likely Delphi hideouts near Angeles Bay and Santa Balboa. We are pressing to conduct full-scale investigations on these facilities as we speak. Mr. Chairman, may I have a word with the Assembly? You may, Mr. Mercer. My name is Patrick Mercer, CEO of Hands of Asclepius. It is clear that the entire world must once again come to terms with the reality of guilt terrorism. Now more than ever, we must unite in our efforts to stand strong against the ominous threat. We owe our thanks to the combined efforts of Cadueus, USA, and the UN for our previous successes. The final raid on Delphi base still remains a testament to how effective alliances can be. Now, in order to truly annihilate them, we must rally under the banner of singularity once more. The Hands of Asclepius stands at ready, and I am here before you to offer full cooperation. Our doctor's healing touches are being further enhanced by the day, ready to face potential terrorism. However, the true purpose of my address to you today is to announce that the Hands of Asclepius have developed a weapon that may be guilt's final blow. A weapon? Whatever it is, it sounds like he has complete confidence in it. Let's see what he has to say. I've returned from my assignment, Your Excellency. Our base of activities in Angeles Bay have been discovered, and 5 of our comrades were arrested. This is already our 3rd location. It's just as the rumors said. The police in this country are exceptional. Do you think they've acquired the location from those who were captured? They may have talked, but I'm sure the police are also using other resources. They're closing in on us slowly but surely. You think they'll find us here, my lord? No, the likelihood of that is slim for now. We've ensured that only a select few of our operatives know this location. But are we just going to let them do this to us? It would not be to our benefit to lose any more of our forces. Send an encrypted message to all of our comrades. The time has come to launch Operation Hades. Right away, sir. My brothers, let us toast to the eternal peace that guilt shall bring to the fortunate, and to the memory of our forefather Adam. Sir! Zamwa! Zamwa! Let our judgment now be passed upon these blinded doctors. Ha ha ha. Evil, hey? Okay, I'm gonna stop this right now, and this Colette, NL180, signing off, and peace out.